not to forget that this is going to be a Rohit-less match at least. We do not know about the rest of the series.
Oh, they'll really be missing Rohit Sharma because Rohit Sharma, not only does he have the experience of playing in Australia, but he's also the captain. He knows his boys well. He knows the combinations. So yes, for India, it's a big setback.
Too much experimentation has always not gone very well.
Does he have any other option over
Yeah.
here? You don't have a Rohit Sharma. You have to play KL Rahul at the top because again he has the experience.
We're just a night's sleep away from the Border Gavaskar Trophy. India, after suffering a humiliating, historic defeat at home against the Kiwis, are now all set for the bigger challenge, and it is the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Yes, it's at that time of the year. Once again, India and Australia are going to lock horns, this time in Australia. And I have with me my colleague Ankit Banerjee to discuss more on this. Ankit, of course, the most exciting test series is what we are going to witness. It's going to start in Perth, and India, of course, will be looking to bounce back. But not to forget the Aussies, the host this time. They have not won the Border Gavaskar Trophy since 2016. So from both the sides, I think it's going to be a high voltage energy that we're going to witness tomorrow, isn't it?
Without an iota of doubt. You see, as you said, the excitement is palpable and both the camps are really pumped up, to perform well. The World Test Championship is also at stake. India knows what they exactly have to do to make it through to the summit clash. So yes, all in all...
They know what they have to do. Do they exactly
more or less, they know.
That's, of course, that is the matter of discussion today, in fact. But yes, I mean, it is, I want to understand that how... the scales, where the scales are tilting more this time. If you would like to put your money between the two teams this time, who do you think is coming in more stronger?
Very tough to say because India is coming into the tournament on the back of a 3-0 drubbing, whereas Australia are well settled. They are a formidable unit. So yes, all in all, it's going to be battle of the equals, I feel. And both teams will not give an inch to each other. That's how India-Australia rivalries have been over the past 2 decades. Rakshita, you know all about it. And so yes, really excited, really looking forward to the 5-match test series because nowadays, you really do not have 5-match test series nowadays. So yes, it's a welcome thing. 5 matches, so excited for this entire season of Test cricket down under.
And not to forget that this is going to be a Rohit-less match at least. We do not know about the rest of the series, but this test, India is going to miss Rohit Sharma. Bumrah is going to call the shots. He is leading the team. So you think that India will be, how much India will be missing Rohit Sharma at the helm?
Oh, they'll really be missing Rohit Sharma because Rohit Sharma, not only does he have the experience of playing in Australia, but he's also the captain. He knows his boys well. He knows the combinations. So yes, for India, it's a big setback. And also, openers are very important in Australia. They set the tone. So with Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal, they had more or less formed a settled pair at the top. Now with Rohit Sharma set to miss the test match, of course, it's a big setback for India. Now all eyes will be on who's going to open the batting for India. And my hunch is it's going to be KL Rahul. Because again, he has the experience over the rest of the guys like Iswaran and the Dhruv Jurels. He has got more experience. So I feel KL Rahul is going to open with Yashasvi Jaiswal.
I mean, KL Rahul has not been in the greatest of forms, but the fact that you do need experience, especially in the batting lineup, given the kind of batting performances we've been seeing with the past, few series, India has been suffering these batting collapses quite often now. KL Rahul, how much can the management trust on him?
They have no other option. See, if you play Iswaran has not done well in the 2 games that he played in Australia. So obviously he's also under the pump in that way. He has had a very good domestic season. But I still feel, KL Rahul is a safer bet at this point of time. And hence, the management has to trust KL Rahul, at least for this test match. What happens after this test match, we really don't know. But at least for the Perth test match at Optus, KL Rahul is going to open the batting with Yashasvi Jaiswal.
We'll actually try to understand the entire lineup also from batting to bowling. But the Virat Kohli factor is something that you cannot ever forget when there is an India-Australia series. And we all know that the Australians love Virat Kohli as much as the Indians do. And both the teams are looking forward to Virat Kohli, of course. The biggest challenger is going to be Virat Kohli, isn't it?
Absolutely. See, all the planning and plotting would be around Virat Kohli, how to get Virat Kohli out, you see. Because Virat Kohli has earned that kind of a respect. Most of the times, every time he's been to Australia, he's got among the runs, be it 2014 and so on and so forth. So yes, he's going to be the key, and also he's going to be a very important factor for India in the absence of Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma is not there. And in all probability, Rakshita, even Shubman Gill is in all probability set to miss the test match. So Virat Kohli has a bigger role now.
And more
He's
experience, of course.
Excuse me?
Experience.
Experience by Virat Kohli has all the experience of playing in Australia. So he'll be the big fish from an Indian point of view. Australia would like to see the back of him very early. Because if he gets going, he'll really take the game away from the Australians.
Does India really have any plan B? Because we've seen that there could be too much of dependency, over-dependency on someone like Virat Kohli.
But you see, there are other young guys who have been performing reasonably well. For example, the likes of Yashasvi Jaiswal, he's done reasonably well. Rishabh Pant, he was there in the last tour of Australia. Yes. He has tasted success in that country. So again, he's again going to be a very key player for India from that point of view. Speaking about the batting of the Indian side, they are going to miss Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma in a big way. Now it's going to be very interesting to see who plays at number 3 in Shubman Gill's position. Is it going to be Devdutt Palikkal? Or because Iswaran is not opening, are they going to trust Iswaran at 3?
Okay.
Or Rituraj Gaikwad gets a look in. See, Rituraj Gaikwad for me is the dark horse for number 3. But I feel the best chance of getting a slot at number 3, I think Devdutt Palikkal is edging the other 2 cricketers. So yes, I feel Padikkal plays at number 3. And then you have Kohli, Rishabh Pant, so yes.
But the fact that too much experimentation has always not gone very well. However, as what we can see that the options, we've had problem of plenty, but this time we have a bit of a problem when it comes to experience, when it comes to a formidable side like Australia. So you cannot always, maybe trust, or you think that Gautam Gambhir will be trusting the young guns, do you think?
Does he have any other option over here? You don't have a Rohit Sharma. You have to play KL Rahul at the top because again he has the experience. So again it's a no-brainer. So whatever Gautam Gambhir has at hand. And I've seen this thing whenever India travels to Australia, they have these problems. Somebody gets injured and all of that. Virat Kohli left after the Adelaide, after the test match at Adelaide. So yes, always in Australia we have these problems, but again we overcome them, at least in the past decade.
It was a fairy tale that time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But this time around, who could be, like, there's also the Nitish Reddy factor also that I would like you to throw some light on, because there's a lot of talk around him as well. He's done well against Australia A also. How do you see him? Does he stand a chance? And if he is given a chance, where do you see him in the lineup?
He's exactly like a Hardik Pandya. He's like for like. So India are not playing Hardik Pandya in this test match because Hardik Pandya prefers playing T20s and ODIs. So yes, Nitish Kumar Reddy is an ideal replacement for an Hardik Pandya. For example, Nitish Kumar Reddy was not there, India probably would have gone back to Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur has done reasonably well in SENA countries. So in that, so they could have gone back to Shardul Thakur. But now because they have got a new guy, Nitish Kumar Reddy, who's done really well in the domestic circuit in the IPL. So now he's got his chance in the Indian test side, because somebody over there in the management feels that he has the potential in him to really do well in Australia in those conditions. He's going to bang the ball in hard. He's going to be your third or the fourth seamer, and he's also a decent bat. So he'll also contribute with the bat, give you that batting depth which you're looking for. And that is probably why the likes of Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel, these guys are going to miss out.
Okay. And what about Washington Sundar, of course?
It's so sad, Rakshita. We are talking about Sundar, and he's had such a good series against New Zealand. He has also tasted success in Australia. But in all probability, I don't know what Gautam Gambhir has up his sleeve. He could surprise us all. But in all probability, logically, he misses out. Washington Sundar, because multiple reports suggest that Ravichandran Ashwin is going to play as the sole spinner in the side. So if Ashwin plays as the sole spinner and he's edging guys like Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav, because he's a right arm off spinner. And there are about 3 left-handers in the Australian batting order. Alex Carey, you have a Usman Khawaja, you have a Travis Head. And that is where Ashwin could come in handy. And he also has a good head-to-head against Steven Smith.
Yes.
So that is why they are picking Ashwin over the other 3 spinners.
Of course, death to the left-handers in Australian team. That's
Exactly.
why Ashwin will, of course, play a very prominent role there. But if we talk about the importance of having someone like Pujara, to have a wall when it comes to the Australia bowling lineup, up against them. You do miss a grinder these days, isn't it? Ankit, we see that you need someone to actually sail through the entire sessions and somehow stand there at one end, on the crease and be a formidable wall against the attacking bowling lineup of the Australians, who not just are great with their job, with their game, but also with the mind games. It's because, the Border Gavaskar Trophy is more about the mind games, what we've seen, than
Sledging
anything
and all
else.
of that.
Absolutely.
I exactly understand where you're coming from, Rakshita, over here, because over the past 2 decades, whatever test matches India has won in Australia, some point of time in the game, a grinder has played a very crucial role. For the likes of Rahul Dravid, Cheteshwar Pujara, and a lot of others, Hanuma Vihari for that matter in Sydney, last series when India toured Australia. So yes, a grinder has always played a very key role in Indian wins, in Indian contributions down under. So from that regard, probably we'll be missing a Cheteshwar Pujara and a Rahul Dravid. But again, Rakshita, my question to you is, I think the game has changed so much that you just do not need a grinder anymore. Let's see what happens, you see.
It's more T20ish than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the minds,
Yeah.
These batsmen, they are looking to hit boundaries. They are boundary hitters. They don't believe in singles. For example, maybe somebody of my age, when we grew up playing cricket, whenever somebody bowled to us, we were just looking to defend or probably get a sneaky single. Because going over the top means you could probably be holed out.
Yes.
Though the chances of you getting a boundary is equally there, but still you have the chances of being holed out. But the cricketers today feel, what's on return? They feel, okay, if I go over the top, I get a 6, I get a boundary. They take getting out of the equation absolutely. That is how these guys think, these new age cricketers.
Yes.
So I think the minds have also
The
changed.
game has indeed evolved over
Absolutely.
time. But yes, the fact that you mentioned about the batsmen looking to play at the top. Here, we talk about the pitch in Perth. It's going to be what we understand. It's going to be. It was one of the most dreaded, grounds.
yes.
Always.
In the 90s, my God.
And this time, what we are learning is that it's going to be grassy. It's going to be bouncy.
There's going to be a lot of
easy.
spice for sure. A lot of spice.
Yes. So, how do you think? How is the Indian batting lineup ready for that?
That actually scares me, you see, because I feel Nathan Lyon on a track like this is going to get a lot of bounce. And with bounce, these close-in fielders, they come into play. So that's where I feel, India has to be very cautious. And that's again where I feel that you needed a grinder. You needed a grinder just to block Nathan Lyon out from one end. You needed a grinder. But again, let's see what happens. Maybe these guys, the young generation, they think otherwise. Maybe these guys, they will fool us all. They'll go over the top. They'll be getting these hundreds in no time.
This has happened.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what Rishabh Pant has up his sleeve.
Yes, of course.
So, yes.
All right. And talking about the bowling lineup, we talk about, of course, Jasprit Bumrah will be leading the pace battery, leading the team, leading the pace battery. Actually, I'm looking forward to Jasprit Bumrah leading the team. Having a batting captain is quite, we've seen all throughout. But, having Bumrah at the helm of affairs, not the first time, of course, but yes, it'll be interesting to see in such an assignment, for him. That is, India versus Australia, and coming back from this. This humiliating defeat in New Zealand will be a task cut out for him. So balancing the leadership of the team and also, doing his job with the ball will be something that is going to be a bit challenging. Isn't
Absolutely. You see, Rakshita, Bumrah is going to be on the spotlight, surely. So you're talking about the bowling lineup, right? The bowling lineup for me is Jasprit Bumrah. Of course, he picks himself. Ashwin is there. Then you need 3 more pacers, right? You need 4 plus 1. 4 pacers and 1 spinner. The other pacer, of course, Siraj, Bumrah is there, the 2 pacers. Then you have a Nitish Kumar Reddy, whom you can count as a pacer itself. So that makes it 3. The other pacer, there's going to be a toss-up between Akashdeep and then you have a Prasidh Krishna. So there's going to be a toss-up between the two. Now that's going to be pretty interesting. You know, who gets a go? Who gets the green signal ahead of whom?
Prasidh Krishna might be...
My hunches, yes.
because of Gautam Gambhir said that.
No. My hunches, it's going to be Prasidh Krishna. There is also Harshit Rana. And with Gautam Gambhir there, how can you forget about Harshit Rana?
Yes.
Gautam Gambhir has always shown that he has this inclination and a liking towards these night riders. Harshit Rana is a night rider.
Yes.
So you cannot write off, you know, the fact that he could make a debut tomorrow, Harshit Rana. So then you have Bumrah, Siraj, maybe Harshit Rana. You already have a Nitish Reddy or 4 seamers done, and a spinner in Ashwin. I think that's my bowling lineup.
Just finally, if you could just tell our viewers your final 11 for tomorrow.
There's also Dhruv Jurel. How could we forget about Dhruv Jurel?
Dhruv Jurel, of course. Dhruv Jurel.
He's the only guy who's looked very confident and assured about his batting.
Between him and Pant, you think a wicket
I think both
option?
of them play. Rakshita, I feel both of them play.
And then
Okay, let's look at the
keeps
11.
the wickets?
Let's look at the 11 first. It's Yashasvi Jaiswal opening with KL Rahul.
Okay.
We have Devdutt Padikkal at number 3. We have Virat Kohli at number 4. We have Rishabh Pant. We have Dhruv Jurel. That makes it what? 5, 6? That makes it 6 players, right? Let's start from the
exactly.
KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal. There is Devdutt Padikkal, Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, Dhruv Jurel, Ravichandran Ashwin. Then probably after Ravichandran Ashwin, you probably have Nitish Kumar Reddy. So you're batting deep as well. You're batting till number 8. And then you have Bumrah, Siraj and Harshit Rana. That's it. That's your 11.
Okay.
It could be Harshit Rana or Prasidh Krishna. So there'll be a toss-up there also. This is my 11.
Who do you think will be the trump card for India this time? India can bank on.
You know, this is one team. When you look at the Indian team, anybody could be a match winner on a given day. All of them have the capability.
Even the scenario right now, the condition right now.
You know Australia, how they are branding Yashasvi Jaiswal as the new king. You must have seen their dailies. They are branding this guy as the new king.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli used to be the king. This guy is the new king. Let's see what Yashasvi Jaiswal does. He's going to Australia with a reputation.
Yes.
Let's see how he performs.
Of course, all eyes will be on the young guns, and we've seen that our young guns have done it in the past when, you know, when it was required, when it was needed, and of course, not to miss the high drama that has been unfolding. We have Siraj, all our firebrands also on the ground with Virat Kohli, with Mohammed.
It's going to be a humdinger, Rakshita, trust me.
Absolutely. And for toss, I think India or whoever wins the toss will be batting first. You feel?
If I was the captain, I would have loved to have lost the toss. I don't want to predict what happens at the toss.
That's a good way to just, shirk responsibility and not take any okay, just leave it to God maybe. But I think it's going to be a very interesting one, and I think viewers, we will continue to get you all the latest updates and all the pre-match and post-match analysis, isn't it, Ankit?
Absolutely. So I'd like to ask our viewers to please stay tuned and hooked to our Sport Fit for all the latest across sports. Thank you so much. And our close focus will be the Border Gavaskar Trophy.
Thank you so much. Do subscribe to our Sport Fit, and also do share your comments. What is your likely 11, or how is your playing 11 looking like, and who do you want to see? Who do you really are going to root for the Border Gavaskar Trophy, especially for this the first match at Perth? Stay tuned to Republic.